Before we kick this one off, guys, want to let you know about Epix. It's an app for both Android and iOS where you can trade and collect digital cards from top teams such as Astralis, MIBR and Na'Vi. And of course, there's heaps of different rarities which lead into the leaderboard system, be the best of a certain team or overall. There are heaps of different types of cards, including signed ones, cards actually of the skins players have used in big tournaments, and they're adding sets all the time. So check out the link in the description and join me in collecting all these awesome cards. Now I might be a little bit late to this one, but if you remember back a couple of days ago, Astralis managed to 16-0 Faze at IEM Shanghai. And despite the fact you probably expect Astralis to win this matchup, you definitely wouldn't expect them to 16-0 this one. So have a look at this game. Did Faze play really bad? Did Astralis play really well? Or what exactly went down here? Now I want to start with the second gun round, which starts interestingly pretty much in a 4v4, 2 AWP picks towards middle, before the round really starts to play out. Normally this kind of situation would favour the T side coming in. You can see as the flashes come through towards long, device is flashed and he's forced away. The interesting thing about this though is the reaction from Glaive. Look at this man, he's not worried about any sound at all. He's just pushing in here, he's jumping around, he's running full speed, not even worried about anyone lowers potentially hearing him push through here like this. And you can see Dupree, he's going to smoke it off middle, not so he can go back and watch and make sure no one comes up that lower ramp, but so he can cross and fully commit to the A side, it seems like. So he just crosses here, smokes it off. He's gone, no one knows he's crossed, and Glaive's going to continue in here towards T spawn. So based off this push, even though Faze could potentially go back lowers, back up towards tunnels, go for some kind of B split, they've fully committed here, and they're very, very confident, it seems like, that this hit's going to be towards A, just from those couple of flashes towards long. So Glaive's going to get his 2 kills before getting traded by Olive. This is going to prompt Dupree to get back in towards middle, make sure no one is now going to be rotating back towards that B site based off the information they got. Zippers got short and devices got long. Now it's pretty risky for Faze to go all the way back towards B because they have to clear so many angles. I don't know where exactly Astralis has gone because of Glaive's info. I'm going to try the run boosting in the X-ray. Device isn't going to be missing shots like those. And then he's going to flash off to Olivemeister and finish off the round. But the interesting thing about that was Glaive's push. Why was he so confident? And this is going to actually be an interesting story moving forward into this one. Now, if we stick with Glaive throughout this timeout, I've got it going nice and fast, so we'll skip through it quickly. But this round here, they know a force is going to be coming from Faze. With the Lost Bones, they're going to have enough for pistol armor, potentially a scout. So you can see the way Glaive clears this. He knows an orb's not going to be holding him, so he smokes behind. He runs across to check, sees no one holding from spawn, so he runs in here and gets in towards lowers. And again, against these pistols, this might seem a little bit silly because you want to play the pistols at close range, right? Well, he's going to end up getting 2 kills anyway. He's going to find the first one on the cold. This second one, it's not clean, but he does get it done. And then you can see it's going to be the 4v3 for Astralis moving forward. And even though that push might be difficult against the pistols, it's more of a mental game moving forward. He's been aggressive 2 rounds in a row. And again, this is going to build the story going forward into this game. What happens from here on out in those most important gun rounds? Now moving forward, the other consistent thing you're going to see in a lot of these rounds is going to be Dupree's willingness to fight middle and the success he has in middle. You see this particular round, he's going to walk back in to find Nico looking here towards short, probably thinking Dupree's going to come from the other angle because you can see where Rain was looking towards that other corner. And then Dupree's going to dump a lot of utility to allow him to cross middle. This is because he is the second B player. Faze would know this, so if he doesn't get across nice and quickly, they could potentially group up, isolate this single B play, which is Device in this scenario. Normally it's Magisk, and potentially Pop if he isn't able to cross properly. So that's why he used a lot of utility early on. Now, as we continue into this one, Faze actually start to work the map quite well, but this round here is going to be what I call a classic Astralis round, where they just outdo you with utility, and they seem to be one step at a time, one step ahead of you, with all the utility coming out just perfectly for them. So you can see, as Faze are grouping short, the molly's going to come out from Zip. As that smoke lands there towards that area there, and you can see Magisk is going to throw in a nade of his own along with Zip. And this is going to be because you can see that molly was right there behind the smoke. So what Astralis knew was, we've mollied it, so they can't be up those stairs. The smoke is there, which means they could potentially try and become short. So straight away they know they're safe to double molly this or double nade this area, sorry, and do a lot of damage here on towards Rain, who you can see is now only on 25 points of health. Now, Faze actually do a good job of pressuring short and turning around to come back here towards that mid to B. But when we look at how Astralis is set up right now, Dupree is holding here with his AWP. The second AWP, double AWP towards B is interesting, but he's not AWPing right now. he has a flash pulled and he's ready to instantly support Magisk for all these players coming mid to B. You can see that tunnels area is smoked off, which is going to help him be able to not have to focus on that. But you can see if we go back to Magisk, or not Magisk, it's Dupree, as he finds his first kill, Device instantly flashes, Dupree jumps back up, and look, he knows the timing's going to be there where those players are going to be flashed. They're going to be some of the easiest kills for him. Maybe I could have even hit them. And then Device just has that angle back towards tunnel. So that's one of those nades. You got the nades towards short, the flashes primed for you coming mid to B. That's one of those rounds where you really feel helpless as Faze. And as the scoreline reaches 8-0, this can definitely start to be demoralizing for them. Round 10 is going to be another one of those ones where Astralis makes some very decisive movement decisions. You can see a lot of pressure coming out here towards long, continual flashes towards Device. So what does Magisk decide to do? Similar to Glaive last time, he wants upper B instantly. Running through a smoke, he does eventually lose that fight to Nico, but Dupree's going to take his spot. So again, very interestingly, the pressure comes out from Faze towards long, and straight away Astralis push this B area. Now Faze do a good job. They punish the info that Astralis is trying to get. You can see that Cold is just waiting for that player coming through bathroom. And this is where things start to get very interesting for me. What is Olofmeister doing? They've just punished long. They have a 4v3 scenario, and he's walking out here with an AWP. Now this could potentially be a comms issue that you think, oh, there's like maybe a Cold Zero calls, there's a second player long, he's pushing back here. But at minute 17 left in the round, it's normally pretty common to have left your long player there, such as Device at a very aggressive angle, and rotate back here towards short. So you can see he just gets caught out by Glaive. He's going to be able to equalize, say thank you very much, Olofmeister. There goes your man advantage. It's now a 3v3. And this is where things start to get a bit interesting for both teams. 3v3 is one of those ones with a lot of movement or a lot of possibilities on the map. So it's a lot about picking your timing and walking into the right angles. And this one just simply doesn't go Faze's way. You can see there's the walk onto Dupree, who has that angle from earlier on. And then Glaive is playing this short angle very well. And this is something that actually pretty basic tip, but one thing a lot of people don't do at the lower ranks is notice how Glaive isn't just holding short on this angle here. You might think that's a great angle with a headshot angle. He's actually jiggling this angle so that when Rain's cleared it, you can see he comes out and he's actually got Rain not looking at him because Rain thinks he's cleared that angle, but in reality that's where Glaive is. So he peeks out on timing, catches Glaive with that, and then you can see, I actually really like this attempt from Cold Zero. It could have definitely worked, but he's going to use the utility he has to potentially or definitely give himself a shot into this round, but ultimately, sorry to spoil it, but this isn't going to work. So a cheeky little flash come through. This is a bit awkward. He misses that. He runs back through, and he is eventually going to get that bomb down. But 2v1 with only 11 points of health is always going to be difficult. Mission and Glaive's just going to do that. So that's another one of those rounds where the interesting thing once again was that upper B push, and then Olof's decision to peek short was a strange one to me. But as I said, it's hard to know exactly what's going on within the TeamSpeak itself. Now, just before round 13 starts, we see a timeout come from Faze. Yanko probably not very happy that in round 12, this was called a very desperate B rush that definitely didn't go their way. So he's going to have some input in this round, and he might have realized that Astralis are playing just a single player towards long. It's not an uncommon thing to realize, but it's a good thing to pick up on. And they're actually going to make quite a nice read going into this round with their Galils and a Scout. It's not the best utility, but I like how they're going to play this one out. You can say that these players are going to come out here towards long, ready to set up once again for this long hit, which we've seen some B aggression of off from Astralis moving forward. And it's going to look about this. It's going to be slightly delayed, allow Astralis to get comfortable before the utility is going to come out here towards over the top, and some flashes to force Device once again off the angle. So you can see Device, he's going to get hold the angle, he's going to get flashed now, he misses the shot, and he's actually going to get killed. Now this would have been great, a 5v4 again, but what's that on the roof up there? It's a smoke. Cold Zero missed his wall of smoke here, which makes Rain look quite silly because he's probably expecting a smoke to be across here for this wall. And it's going to be, once again, one of those free trades for Astralis to get themselves back in a round where they didn't have a man advantage based off just a missed smoke. So off this 4v4, Astralis, once again, I want you to look at how they've reacted. The long pressures come out again. The flashes have been there towards long. They've forced Astralis off long. How's Astralis reacted? Well, they haven't pushed upper B this time, so confident that no one would be there. But look at how they've set up right now. They have Zip, who's very confident to walk up here towards short. They've got both Magisk and Glaive up here, looking here towards long. And look at the fourth player on the map. You think, all right, he's probably holding B, right? No, he's got the mid doors. Once again, holding for the exact same rotation we saw Dupree holding just a few rounds earlier. Again, so incredibly confident that after this long control comes out, FaZe have no interest in hitting B pretty much. So again, I'm pretty confident Astralis says I'm going to read. They'd watched the FaZe demos, they'd worked out how they like to play. It's very rare for them to take along and then come back here and take out another part, or take out that B part of the map. And you can see that as it pushes up here, it gets a lot of information. They know, okay, he's probably coming here, or the team from FaZe, sorry, is probably coming from long. So he's going to just hold this angle, and again, as the time winds down, they have a couple of mollies, actually have heaps of utility left for Astralis on this one. He's just going to molly nice and deep on here towards short, and it's going to be very, very difficult for FaZe to do anything. Coming over his shoulder in a second, as that Molotov starts to fade, he's going to nade, a molly's going to come in from Glaive, and FaZe, with only 17 seconds left, are running through a molly, and Zip says, thank you very much for the stats. Coldzera's out here towards long. He's going to get taken out by Glaive. So again, they're so confident rotating through. The support and the utility was there towards short for Zip. And then they also had that hold towards long for Coldzera lurking there. So again, one of those rounds that just fell apart from FaZe. But Astralis seemed to have FaZe's number again and again and again throughout this CT half. Now, throughout that CT half, despite the fact Astralis did outplay FaZe and FaZe made a couple of mistakes with the man advantages that I talked about, I do think that Astralis done their homework. So it's definitely worth watching the demo if that's something you're interested in. Olofmeister, he doesn't really seem to care at all. He's like, oh, we're down 15-0. I might as well try and pull this one back. He actually gets a nice shot on towards Zip before eventually he's going to get found out by a device. He's trying to get information, gets traded. That's a nice couple of shots from both those players. So 4v4. And this is where you get to the point where you think, all right, we have a chance if we're FaZe. Astralis also have a chance in the 4v4. And things, they hit a bit of a seesaw here. If you're a FaZe fan, you're like, yes, we're not going to get 16-0'd, but then I've already told you they do get 16-0'd. And this is going to be the round play out. So Glaive smokes mid to B, but then they're going to focus their attack from this B tunnels area in particular. So they're going to go out together. Glaive's going to hit a couple of nice shots here. He's going to find Brokey, peeking up. And then he's going to find Coldzera. Now, Rain does a good job of finding that one kill on towards Magic. It's actually a very nice round as far as some nice shots being hit. But it's going to be the 3v2. And Astralis actually start to try and probe for some more information and catch FaZe off guard. FaZe, however, are very aware of the situation. You see Rain gets up here. He's ready for Dupree. He's not too distracted by what's going on site. He finds that particular kill. And then Nico moving in here manages to catch that player there. And Device left in 1v2 with only 28 points of health. You think, okay, this is surely their round. I want to show you this screen right here. This is an interesting place to pause, right? 26 HP, 2v1. Surely FaZe win this round. If you're a FaZe fan, you see this, you're like, hey, FaZe are winning a round. Guess what? They're not. One kill there. Nico's going to be holding the angle. Goodbye. 16-0 for Astralis. That CT half was particularly impressive by them. I recommend watching it. It's actually quite entertaining if you have the demo up, or maybe watch the VOD back. But that is the end of the video, so make sure to like and subscribe if you did enjoy, and I'll catch you all next video.